Welcome back to The Legend of Zelda Wind Waker Let's Play for First Person Review at www.firstpersonreview. Hopefully you're not watching these in sequence, because you'll have known our names by now. I'm Matt, the God of Thunder.
I'm Dylan. Thor.
Okay. Riley is me.
Zeus. Riley Zeus.
Okay, I thought you were Zeus.
No, I'm Thunder Lakutu. from Super Mario World 2 Yoshi's Island.
I would have gone with Jupiter, but okay.
Oh yeah, Jupiter. Anyway, you have mail in this game.
Yep, it's a nice touch.
Yep. Oh, I forgot to do that thing here.
What thing?
I was gonna unlock the Nintendo Gallery and I forgot about it.
Oh well.
Oh, well.
I can still do it.
Yeah.
I'll do that.
I thought we weren't gonna do like a lot of the side quests.
I'm not gonna do it. I'm just gonna show you how to unlock it.
If you didn't already know.
Yeah, maybe I won't. Because seagulls aren't here anymore, apparently.
Yeah. I think you actually have to be on the island where...
Oh, that island?
Yeah,
that makes
I think
sense.
so.
Yeah, I actually think you have to talk to the guy. Yeah, I'm not gonna do it, whatever.
You might want to sail.
Yeah. Oh, that's nice. My wind is in the right way. Yeah.
Anything else to say about musical things in Legend of Zelda?
Back to the music.
Or we don't?
It's nice. Like, there are very few Zelda games that don't incorporate music of some kind.
Yeah.
Like, even the first game with the magic flute and stuff.
Yeah. It's kind of a nice touch. You don't see a lot of
That in
like
games.
yeah, like a lot of games sticking to like so. I don't want to say a small detail, but something that isn't necessarily integral.
Something not necessary.
Yeah. And they're just kind of like pulling it through. Maybe because they don't want to think of anything new, but
Yeah.
back to Nintendo's IP issues.
True story.
Can we complain more about Nintendo's IP issues?
I don't know if we should.
I don't do a lot of complaining about Nintendo, but
because you don't own anything else.
because I really like I'm a Nintendo fan. I guess I have a biased opinion. But anyway, it's just let's talk about why I am for a second before I complain about them. I feel like video games are kind of like cartoons in a sense that they are an all ages media, like, you know?
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of the times on Sony and Xbox you get the kind of games that are more excluding than including.
Like
you can't I mean, little kids do play Gears of War and stuff, but it's not like...
That's a
Big kids.
parenting issue, though.
Yeah, but I mean, like, it's not like games that, like, kids should play. You know what I mean? It's like anybody can enjoy Wind Waker, you know?
But there's some cartoons that kids shouldn't watch.
Yeah, like, I also don't like how cartoons do that. Well, the cartoons I don't like are, like, anything that excludes people. Like, The Simpsons kind of excludes, like, the younger demographic, and then you have cartoons that are, like, so talked down to kids that, like, it really eliminates,
The older
like,
demographics.
people older than 7, you
Yeah.
know? Yeah, and so...
I'm
I like
kind
it.
of in the other boat where I like having set games for set groups.
Like, yes, like audiences.
Really?
Yeah. Like, I don't want everything to be so, like...
It's just...
I don't want
No, I
everything
feel
to
like-
be so censored for, like, younger generations.
No, it doesn't have to be censored to still
But
be,
it does
like,
to
good,
be-
you know?
To get, like, the kid rating.
Well, yeah, like...
To get the kids to buy it.
No, you can make, like, a more mature game without, like, swearing or having bloodshed or whatever. Like, Portal, like, they don't swear in that or anything, do they?
No, I don't think so.
But it's still, like, considered a more
Yeah.
adult game. Now, am I going in the right...
You need to go.
I should make my win more Western.
This is the part about sailing that I don't think anyone likes.
This is really the only...
Where am I
flaw
going?
have with sailing. Like, how you have to cast a spell and really change direction. I get it's a storyline thing, but you know what. it probably could be implemented a little better, but you know. Yeah.
So it's like backwards.
Anyway, yeah. So my problem with Hot Rocks. My problem with I feel like Nintendo, especially with their new Super Mario Bros. Series, which is awful. Yeah, I don't like how they're just crapping out a game every year, and they just feel so uninspired. It's like the Disney direct-to-video sequels, you know? It's like new Super Mario.
I don't know.
You know what I mean? It's like Return of Jafar.
Oh,
Okay.
It's like
the Aladdin sequels or the Cinderella sequels.
yeah, it's like Cinderella 3, you know?
Or Little Mermaid sequels.
It's like the Little Mermaid 3.
You're getting
you know?
very angry about this.
I don't like it. It just feels so oh, that's great fish over there. It just feels like they crap out another game just to make some money and like sell more games or VHS.
Yeah, well, that's the
and it's not
new issue that's coming into like mainstream gamer media now is companies do exist to make money.
Yeah.
They know stuff will sell when they have a certain name attached to it.
Call of Duty.
Like Call of Duty, Battlefield, Assassin's Creed now, they're coming out with a new game every year.
Yeah.
Then you have like some games that are like part of a franchise, but they're doing completely different things, like the Far Cry series. Like each game is kind of like different from the last one.
Oh yeah.
Even though like that's some people say like, oh, you should do that, just like make something completely new and just tack an old name on it. But
I don't
like
know
then
if
the
I agree with
fanboy
that.
demographic would get really upset about that.
Well, if you do that, you just get Star Fox Adventures.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Like some stuff will be great and it's like, oh yeah, but some stuff is just not. It's gonna be a swing and a miss.
This is
Like-
almost turned into a gaming podcast.
Yeah.
Like Pokemon Snap.
It's kind of a little
Hey,
bit
you
sad about the
Pikachu.
game how there's nothing going on.
This game? Well,
It's because you're sailing.
yeah, I'm sailing. We
Yeah.
have to talk about it.
So yeah, let's talk about Great Fish Island.
I really like how they did this. Like,
I feel like it was kind of
what,
a cheap out. Yeah.
So they don't have to do like the Goron village or whatever.
Yeah, like another island.
But I like how like it's completely destroyed. Like, oh, Ganon got here first. Like Ganon feels more like of a real villain
Yeah,
now.
like I like that part, but
Like-
I wish there was like another island.
I wish you had have
more
seen
on
it before.
Yeah.
He got destroyed it, so you felt more.
Yeah,
Like, I'm pretty sure this is the island where the Gorons lives. I think.
with the giant fish.
Yeah. Well, the bird people have a dragon or whatever.
Still flies.
Yeah, I don't know, but they were fish. You know, whatever.
See, that's
but-
why I don't think the Zora to the
To the-
Rudo makes a whole lot of sense.
It's because the seas are barren
yeah,
and they can't find the food.
birds to
Evolution.
fish.
Yeah. Well,
To
whatever.
fish to birds.
I don't know. I'm not-
Nintendo Evolution. Ever play a Pokemon game? Anyway, back to this. I like how they destroyed the island because Ganon feels like a more real villain. You don't really.
He feels like a
Like-
threat without seeing him a lot.
Yeah.
Ever.
Like in
Yeah.
the first. I mean, in Ocarina of Time, you don't really get that
Like,
until
oh,
until
he's-
you're a grown up.
Like he's Jafar. Oh no.
Yeah, it's kind of like, ooh, he's a bad wizard. Like, you go to, like, Goron Land, it's like, Ganon made things bad here, he's a wizard. And it's like, okay, I'll beat a dungeon, whatever, I'll kill a dragon.
Yeah,
And then,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
and he doesn't, like, feel like a real bad thing, except for that, like, one scene when he chases, like, Zelda out of the castle.
Yeah,
and
it's
you're,
like-
terrified.
You're just taking the word of a 7-year-old girl that he's a threat.
Yeah, it's like, I had a dream where he's bad. And then he, like, smirks at you, and you're like, you're right. Like,
Yeah.
we should do something. I'm gonna go talk to the Gorons. Like,
That's like,
I forgot. I didn't notice.
well,
that
that's
thing
one of the
sound.
problems with a silent protagonist. Is like the
Yeah.
upside is you're supposed to project yourself onto the hero, right?
Yeah.
And kind of like see yourself in the hero.
Yeah.
But like, there's obviously the whole fact where people are talking to you, but
Yeah.
your character is just
That's-
going.
Yeah, that's
And
why.
obviously, you couldn't hear me because I said nothing.
Yeah,
Of
that's
course.
why I feel Samus does it best because she's
Yeah.
actually isolated. She has a reason for not talking. I need to go.
And then she's a badass, so if somebody does talk to her and she just ignores them, it's part of her character.
Yeah, like she's not used to human interaction from
Yeah.
being in like the desolate isolation of space.
And that's maybe why she talks with a monotone. I like though how
Let's
Beetle
not
is still
talk
here
about that.
despite the island being destroyed. That is commitment to business.
He has his business plan writ out and he's sticking with it.
Yeah.
Wrote out. Writ out. Whatever.
Right.
It's not. Yeah, that's what I think. But yeah.
Right.
Aren't
Like,
you supposed to be going to Skyfall?
What?
Or
Windfall?
Windfall?
Skyfall.
Oh, yeah! Hold up. You're right. You're right. I was thinking.
Skyfall.
I was like, oh my god, I'm going to Outset. No, but I forgot I need to
What
get
favorite
bombs.
music?
Yeah.
This is a nice touch, how they made it. Well, it's actually a little contrived, but they
I
made
think.
it perpetual night here. So if
Yeah.
you screw around, like.
Yeah.
I don't remember why it's perpetual night. It's something like Ganon has made
Yeah.
it nighttime for a bit.
Yeah, but suddenly getting the pearl breaks the curse.
Yeah,
It was kinda-
that's it.
Yeah, it's a
Because-
little fuzzy.
It's whatever. It's like
Yeah.
simple logic, but I feel like it's almost like Ganon's starting to win.
Yeah.
Like he's on the winning side for a bit.
Yeah.
Which is nice how it's kind of like a back and forth this time instead of like you're winning the whole time and then
Yeah.
like you go like Ocarina of Time, like you're winning the whole time. It's like I'm stopping you no matter what, and then you like go into the temple and then it's like, oh, I guess he won.
Yeah.
You know, the Temple of Time. Like, I didn't like that. It felt
Yeah.
kind of.
Well, I guess for the perpetual night thing, they had to think of a reason why you could go all the way to Windfall and back to Outset without like days passing and
Also,
the pirates like catching up
great
with you,
fish to- Oh, I'm going.
and like
Not
for
right.
the pirates to stay at Windfall.
Yeah, like it's a nice thing.
Yeah.
I like how they do that thing where the pirates don't realize what's going on because they're like dumb pirates.
Yeah.
Except
Like they-
Tetra sort of does. Like you get the hint that Tetra
Yeah.
does realize, and she'll like, we'll stay here for the night, so like they don't like get your way.
Yeah.
It's a nice like character moment for Tetra.
The part where I'm not really sure if she's concerned about Outset because she's kind of like admires Link.
Well,
for-
she is. Like they make that a point.
Yeah,
of
like
reference. Like it's like you're not. It's like Miss Pirate. You're not worried about the Outset people, are you? She's like, no, of course not. I care about the treasure. And like her voice kind of trails off. Like her
Yeah.
text gets smaller, so you get.
no,
her
but
voice
like
trails off.
I realize she cares about the island, but it's her reasons why she cares about the island. That's what I was talking about. Like, is it because she knows like the threat of Ganon, or is it just because of Link?
I think she cares about people. Oh, look, it's Creepy Island. I'm not going there. Oh, I forgot to get the. I forgot to get the statue.
Oh yeah.
Whatever.
The old thing.
Sorry, I keep checking. So.
But you're also silent, so that's okay.
What are we talking about? Yeah, silent protagonist. Sometimes it really doesn't work. Sometimes it does.
Yeah.
Like I feel like Nintendo's dead set against having like a talking Link. I don't feel like it would be too bad.
No, like
Yeah,
I'm okay
but-
with
Yeah.
just some dialogue bubbles.
Yeah, you don't have to make him like an over-the-top like Dante personality,
No.
because that would be terrible. I'm with you there.
Yeah, like I don't want completely voiced over. I just
Like
want to hear his opinion
just a
on
subtle
something.
personality would be
Yeah.
nice, because he's a subtle man. Or boy.
child,
He's a child. Also.
child man boy.
Okay, wait. So Windfall's. Oh, there it is.
They did not know how to sail. You are the worst pirate.
I'm such a good pirate. Did you see me several episodes back get that treasure?
I did.
After how many tries?
No, one try. Like I just sailed up. I don't even like stop the cruise. I just sail up, stop, and then like whip
Oh,
up the grappling hook, and
that-
it was
yeah.
cool.
I thought you were talking about the jumping puzzle thing.
As for Mario as a silent protagonist, it doesn't really come into
Wait,
play
what? Did I go the
in,
wrong way?
the first games, as it's just
Oh, no.
platforming. Although
I don't know
like
why.
later in like Paper Mario, it's kind of
Yeah,
like, it's
they
kinda
did-
weird.
They like make jokes about it though.
yeah, but it's like it's not that big of a deal yet. Like it hasn't really been an issue.
Yeah. Like, well, he has that sidekick who does all the talking. For
Yeah.
him. Always. I feel like if he talked in the regular games, it would like.
There's not that much text in the regular games.
Yeah, but I feel like if they, you know what I mean? Like if they gave him a voice to just like use in the regular games, and then he'd be like.
I feel like
It'd feel too
if he has a
cartoonish,
voice actor,
you know?
he has a voice.
He does have a voice, but he's like, "Wah!" You know, he's like,
Yeah.
he says the title at the beginning of the game, like Mario Galaxy, like that kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's not like you know that remake they made of Mega Man.
No.
Okay, they made a remake of Mega Man, and like he doesn't stop talking. He's like Mega Buster, the fire gun, whatever he has.
Kind of like Spider-Man.
Constantly, yeah. Like he becomes Spider-Man. I feel like.
Yeah.
So
Even though that's supposed to be like part of Spider-Man's charm, but
yeah, it's
when you're playing a game for like 16 to 20 hours,
and you constantly hear Spider-Man saying the same thing over and over again, like the same bad jokes.
Yeah.
Like what? Okay.
You got a letter from Orca since you weren't paying attention.
I saw his name on the bottom. I was wondering what he said.
Yeah. He was just telling you to bring the Knight's Crest
Yeah.
to learn the Hurricane Spin.
Yep.
But you know, just like
Oh,
something to
cool.
get Link more as a
Oh,
rounded
yeah.
character instead of like just being everyone's
Instead of being like the
gimp, basically.
definitely. Like I feel like they don't actually want you to impose yourself on Link. I feel like if they actually wanted to, they'd have like a character creator or something in these games, which I really wouldn't like.
Well, I thought that was the point of having a silent protagonist, was so that
What do
you
you
could
mean?
project yourself.
Well,
and are
yeah,
you going to go
but
get the piece of heart from the tree?
that you roll into the tree and get it?
Yeah, that tree, that big tree right
This
there.
tree?
Yeah.
Is there a piece of heart in it?
I thought there was something in it.
There's a child in it when you play the
Hide and
mini
seek.
game.
Isn't there something in one of these trees that isn't a child?
Well, there's a heart piece on top of one of them.
Okay.
I'm not gonna get all the heart pieces. Whatever. You know?
Well, you should have just done the 3-heart run.
No way. I'm gonna pick up the hearts from the bosses. Like, I feel like that's a thing. Like, that's part of the game. You earn that.
Yeah,
You know?
you became stronger. Level up.
Yeah. Except it's not like,
RPG.
Such as
whatever,
Not an
you-
RPG.
yeah, like, I don't like the RPG leveling up. You beat, like, whatever set amount of squirrels and imps you level up. I like this better. Like, I beat the
That's
boss.
not quite how most RPGs work.
Well, whatever. You get enough experience from grinding on the forest imps, you know?
That's more
It's
MMOs
silly.
than RPGs.
Well, no, you do that in, like, Final Fantasy and stuff.
Final Fantasy is probably a bad example.
Well, when I think
Since it's a
RPG,
JRPG.
JRPGs are RPGs. When I think RPG, I think Final Fantasy.
That's a JRPG.
Okay, well,
It's an RPG though. What's it?
what's an RPG
What do you
that
think
doesn't
is an
work like
There's a JRPG, which is your Japanese RPGs, like your
Yeah.
Final Fantasies, and then there's the Western RPGs.
like
which
Which
are-
are more like the turn-based ones.
No, those are
Yeah,
JRPGs.
I meant like tabletop, not turn-based.
Okay. No,
Western
like
RPGs. Okay.
Western RPGs, like Skyrim is a Western RPG.
and
Give me another
how
example.
do you
Any of the Elder Scrolls ones.
That's the same thing.
Yeah.
Give me another example.
Another example, I haven't played all of them, but they're
Okay.
The Witcher.
Well, RPG is a broad term. I don't think you
how
can
do
just.
you level up in that game then if you don't get experience?
You get experience points, but it's not grinding.
Well, what do you get them for?
You
Like
get them for completing
side
quests.
But there are JRPGs that have elements like that, like
Yeah.
the Xenogears Saga, or that
Xenogears.
other one, The Last Story, I think.
Xenoblade.
Oh look, this is the bit where it implies things.
So let's end on this note, before we get our bombs, and arguing about JRPGs and RPGs. So for more on bombs, games, the lack of Japan's weird games, check back to www.firstpersonreview.ca.